You're not recording, right?
So just are you lying? Craig, today is not the day. I don't know if I believe you. Is it streaming? You want me to grab one? Thank you.
So, awesome. Good morning, everybody, and welcome to Thresholds. I want to start by welcoming some key champions for behavioral health who are with us today. And I hope they walked in the room. If they not, they will be late, but they will be here with us. State Representative Lindsay LaPointe, who's the chair of the House Mental Health and Addiction Committee, as well as Illinois State Senator Mike Sims, who's the vice chair of the Illinois Senate Behavioral Health and Mental Health Committee. Two huge champions for us. And Tran Nguyen is from Senator Dick Durbin's office, who's with us today. And I do want to give a shout out to Senator Durbin because his work on the Appropriations Committee made all of this possible, makes so much in this country possible. We also have my friend Leslie Cohn. She was here. There she's waving. From Congresswoman Jan Schakowsky's office. Ben Winnick from the Illinois Department of Healthcare and Family Services. Dr. Dave Albert, the Director of the Division of Mental Health for the state of Illinois. Nicole Lillis from Tapestry 360, CEO of Tapestry Health. And Juanjo Campos, one of our trade leaders, the CEO of the Community Behavioral Health Association. And so many other fabulous people in this room, incredible partners. And I want to give a quick shout out to a partner who is not with us, but hopefully listening live streaming in Washington, D.C., and that's the National Council for Mental Wellbeing, and Chuck Pagolia and Rebecca Harley David, who do so much for all of us across the country when it comes to mental well-being. So thank you to the National Council. I'm really grateful to everyone in this room and everyone who's listening. I'm Mark Ishaw. I'm the CEO of Thresholds. That bell is on 24/7, folks, just in case you're the living room will be 24/7, and the doorbell never goes off, or always goes off, depending on how you look at it. Thresholds, one of Illinois' largest community mental health and substance abuse treatment centers, founded in 1959, I might add. Each year, we serve more than 8,000 clients through 37 unique programs at about 100 sites in Chicago and 5 counties. Thanks to the incredible 1,250 staff who make home, health, and hope happen every single day. And many of these fabulous 1,200 people are in the community. And one of our newest programs is the Center for Mental Wellbeing Ravenswood, the name of one of 2, soon to be 4, certified community behavioral health centers where we are standing right now. In this building, mental health care, substance abuse treatment, and primary care are delivered in a holistic, person-centered way. In this building, we provide therapy, nurse care coordination, primary health care, pharmacy services, 24/7 crisis response team, art therapy, and so much more under one roof. Good morning, State Representative Lindsay LaPointe. We are so proud of this space. In fact, the room that we are all standing and sitting in right now is called the Thresholds Living Room. This is a peer-led crisis respite center that, as I said, will very soon be open 24/7, 365 days a year. Thank you, Department of Mental Health, for that opportunity. And this is designed to support people in our community who are experiencing a mental health crisis and help them avoid unnecessary hospitalization. So the CCBHC model is a game changer for community mental health organizations like Thresholds and hundreds throughout the land. With our grants from SAMHSA, we have been able to broaden our services and the populations that we serve. We've added crisis response services, more therapy than we've ever had before, and we've built so many new partnerships with hospitals, law enforcement, and others, and with so many other providers. And we have welcomed to these doors clients who previously would never have met our criteria for service. And in addition to that, CCBHC charts a path forward for consistent and reliable funding so that we can meet the huge unmet needs in our community, needs that have outstripped our capacity to provide services since 1959. Almost 60 years ago, the Community Mental Health Act was signed. In fact, signed by President JFK on October 31st, 1963. Almost 60 years to that date, this announcement today feels so important to me. Expanding CCBHCs across the country, this is a huge step forward in realizing that dream and fulfilling the promise of providing mental health care for all Americans that is readily accessible in their communities. I know that JFK would be very proud. So it is now my honor to introduce Jakari Earl, Threshold's peer health navigator for our CCBHC Center for Mental Wellbeing right here. Okay.
Hey everybody, good morning. Unlike everybody else, I decided to do a panel today. My name is Jakari. I'm the peer health navigator here at the CCBHC Center for Wellbeing, Ravenswood. As peer health navigator, my role is to help Threshold's clients navigate their unique health and wellness journeys. And with my unique experience, having family members that, have similar challenges, it also helps me better address their needs. Some of the things I do as peer health navigator are advocate on clients' behalf, lead groups that center wellness and peer support, and engage with clients in the community to assist them with their wellness goals. All of which have been very impactful for them. And in my experience, people who have peer support are more likely to engage with services and meet their goals. Working with someone who has been through similar experiences and can offer hope is often very impactful, like I said earlier. And I think my favorite part about my role, as peer health navigator is advocating for the clients. Because as we know, the healthcare system is not made for people with these disorders or conditions. So because of that, they're automatically disadvantaged. So it often takes a lot of persistence to, get a goal met. But once the client's goal is met, it's all worth it. So it's kind of like, I got hung up on a few times, they sent me a voicemail, but I got the test results. In conclusion, I'm very proud of the work that we do here. Very proud of the work that we do here. And I want to thank everyone here for making services like this possible for even more people in the future. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Jakari. Thresholds is so lucky to have you. We have believed in the power of peers since our founding, and we have many peers in the room with us today. So next up is Dr. Nina Everett, the Director of the Center for Mental Health Services at SAMHSA, part of the U.S. Health and Human Services. In this role, she leads multiple programs that increase access to quality care and treatment and recovery support for persons with and at risk for mental illness. Please welcome Dr. Nina Everett.
Thank you, Mark, and thank you to everyone who's joining us here today. I'm just so pleased to be here at Thresholds. I see on the computers the tagline, Home, Health, Hope, and that really is emblematic of what we're all about, is providing that for individuals. So today, the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services, through SAMHSA, the agency where I work, the Southern States Mental Health Services Administration, is awarding just under $130 million to expand the CCBHC, or Certified Community Mental Health Program, all across our country. Today's announcement includes 128 awards in 40 states and Puerto Rico. 63 of those awards are to establish and implement brand new CCBHC programs, and the other roughly half, or 65, are there to help enhance and build out programs that are already existing in grantees will receive about $1 million per year for 4 years. That's a total of over $500 million over the lifetime of grants. And this is complemented by other state funding, insurance funding, and other things like this. These are intended to be some more akin to like startup money. As Mark referenced, this announcement carries significant meaning because we are in the 60th year anniversary of the original Community Mental Health Center Act, which created, as was referenced, a national vision for individuals to be able to have the services and supports they need to live well in the community. And this, in my opinion, this CCBHC model is the first real shot we've had at that nationally, to create a national paradigm, a national sort of program that helps individuals, helps to correct some of the long-standing fragmentation and the partitioning of our public funded programs. It's depended far too much on where you live, what kinds of services you're eligible to, and the CCBHC really fix that problem by supporting access as well as prevention, treatment and recovery support services. CCBHCs are transforming mental health and substance use treatment, and they're providing equitable access, as Jamari mentioned, to services across the country because they are required to meet federal standards for a range of services that they provide. This means that no matter where you live, as I referenced, you'll have an access where, and if you live in a community where CCBHC is, you'll have that access. One of the important parts about access is that it includes crisis services, as well as the old days being put on a waiting list indefinitely. You call and call for an appointment, and you're told that it might take a month or 2 months to get you to the bottom of the list, to the top of the list. There are crisis services available for individuals who need that, and then anyone that calls should be seen no longer than 10 days. And many of our grantees accomplish this by having walk-in style clinics, such as the site where we are today. CCBHCs really solve and address in our value paradigm for many of the concerns that we have information about the mental health crisis. We at SAMHSA believe that, and we believe and we know that whether you struggle with addiction or mental health issues, recovery is possible. Millions of these people in our country are thriving in recovery and leading fulfilling lives because they got help, were able to use it, and oftentimes increasingly with the help of peer support, able to stick with things that are working for them, that are consistent with their life values and their life goals. This program really helps people with mental illnesses and their families live well in the environment of their choice. So I want to thank you. We are so proud to be here and honored to be part of the change that's involved in administering this program. Thank you.
It is just so inspiring to see this expansion of CCBHCs all across the country. I want to thank SAMHSA again for granting Thresholds the opportunity to launch 2 more. I found out at 4:45 yesterday. I didn't sleep well the night before, but I woke up to this great news. The opportunity to launch 2 more CCBHCs. One on Chicago's south side, near 47th and Halsted, and another in Kankakee, about 60 miles or so from here. And we are very excited to have the 2 future directors of the south side and Kankakee CCBHCs, Center for Mental Wellbeing, Tony Lynch, who's been with us for a long time, and the great Jeanette Tutro, who has been with us for an even longer, great time. So super excited. Next we have Michael Kavanarchi, the Regional Director for the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services, the Regional HHS Director right here in Chicago, representing Illinois, Michigan, Indiana, Ohio, Wisconsin, and Minnesota. In this role, Mike works to enhance the health and the well-being of all Americans with effective health and human services. Please welcome Mike.
Thank you. Thanks again, Mark, and the Thresholds team. Thresholds is a regular stop of HHS. We were here in April with Deputy Secretary Andrew Paul, Deputy Secretary of HHS #2. We had a great roundtable listening session with some of the peer support folks and some of the clients. CCBHC programs are here to stay. President Biden has put them in our new budget. We're getting to the end of our fiscal year, so I apologize. President Biden has put them into our ongoing budget. This is a permanent commitment. One thing that Dr. Everett and her team are always doing at SAMHSA is reminding folks that CCBHCs are in place to help people when they need that help, how they need it. A CCBHC has to be available 24/7 to help someone when they're in crisis, when they realize they need help. And the great thing about thresholds, and what we want to uplift in HHS, is the nature of the wraparound services. They can help the whole person when they're ready. So again, CCBHCs have to ensure access to a comprehensive range of services, providing the care coordination that's needed, and incorporating evidence-based practices and other supports. And they're required to serve anyone, regardless of their ability to pay, who request care for mental health or substance use conditions, regardless of their ability to pay, their place of residence, their age, including developmental and appropriate care for children and youth. So we're very excited that we're able to uplift thresholds today, but this is a national priority. We're excited that we're putting over $127 million in to work immediately. There's more to come in the next year's budget. Thank you.
Thank you, Michael. We are so grateful for your leadership. And I'm also very grateful for this next speaker, a dear friend, the State of Illinois' Chief Behavioral Health Officer, David T. Jones. David is working to transform how Illinois supports mental, emotional, and overall behavioral health for everyone, especially those most in need. We are so grateful for his work to develop a plan to improve our state's behavioral health infrastructure, including a deep and huge commitment to the CCBHC model. Please welcome.
Thank you, Mark, and the Threshold team for being tremendous partners and for hosting us here. We celebrate the Certified Community Behavioral Health Plans. I have to tell you guys, this is very much a celebration in my mind. Just to give you a quick peek, I'm playing Earth, Wind, and Fire September 20th. And so Illinois is immensely thankful to the Substance Abuse Mental Health Service Administration for the incredible vision to support the development of CCBHCs across the nation. As was mentioned, during the 1970s institutionalization, when that occurred, the vision was to create community-based behavioral health continuum of care that would address both diseases of mental illness and substance use disorder. It wasn't as clear then as it is now that both mental illness and substance use disorder are chronic diseases. I'm very excited about the expansion of certified community behavioral health clinics that integrate mental health, substance use disorder, and primary health care treatment. And will also, really important, connect with the social determinants of health, like housing, employment, and nutrition. Currently, Illinois is fortunate to have 17 CCBHC providers operating 20 clinics, and as Mark has just indicated, in thanks to SAMHSA, that number has grown by at least 6. SAMHSA's commitment to this innovative model of care is just extraordinary. And we here in Illinois are equally committed to growing and sustaining the CCBHC model. Illinois, in fact, plans to become a CCBHC administration state. This will increase the state's effort to achieve greater parity and equity between behavioral health and physical health care. The Illinois Department of Health Care and Family Services, we have a great leadership members over there, Teresa, and certainly the other leaders within HFS as well. They actually oversees our Medicaid program. And then the Illinois Department of Human Services, that's led by Grace Ho, who is just a fantastic leader. And as Mark mentioned, they include both the divisions of mental health, led by David Albert, and the Division of Substance Use Prevention and Recovery, led by Director Garcia. They are all collaborating to develop state certification criteria for the CCBHCs. There's much work underway to develop a well-structured, prospective payment system model, and as we all know, the PPS model covers the actual cost of delivering care, which in and of itself should be a woo-hoo, right? Both the certification criteria and value-based payment model will promote improved access to high-quality care, increased use of evidence-based practices, and improved health outcomes, particularly for people with higher acuity or more intense mental health and substance use challenges. Let me conclude by again thanking SAMHSA, Threshold, and all the other CCBHC providers throughout Illinois, and being explicit about our support for CCBHCs. As a person of faith, CCBHCs are an answer to prayer because they welcome you as you are. No matter whether you have public health insurance, private insurance, no insurance at all, if you're a child or adult, if you've been in the state for numerous years, or if this is your first day in the state of Illinois, CCBHCs will provide care. So candidly, it's for those reasons that Illinois says, amen. CCBHCs. Thank you.
Thank you so much. And before I wrap up and we do tours for folks that want to see stuff beyond the living room, which I hope you do, it's also so beautiful throughout here. I do want to recognize the director of the Center for Mental Wellbeing here in Ravenswood, Andy Brower. There he is. Who makes this happen every single day. Annalise is not with us, is that right? The fabulous Annalise from McHenry County, the second of the four CCBHCs. She couldn't be with us this morning. Caroline is somewhere here. I'm looking right at her, who oversees this great work. And really, it's a village, and I can't name everybody, but Sheila and Debbie and Joanne and Jeff, everybody I'm looking at, our evaluator, Sam. It really does take this huge village of amazing, incredible committed staff. Some who've been here for 45 years, thank God. And others who are a little bit newer, like 35 years. We're not all that long-standing. But that's how we make it happen, because we have this just incredible, incredible team. And none of this would be possible without you. We're in Matt's living room. I don't know if Matt is with us. It's Matt's living room. So thank you for being here, for welcoming this huge extended family. We're going to get out of your space soon because clients will be arriving any minute. And I really think that's it. I just want to again express my huge gratitude for all of you, for our great partners. This is one of the most special days since 1959. We've had a lot of special days in Threshold, so thank you for making this extra special for all of our great partners. But mostly for the people that we serve, because that's why we get up every day. For those living with mental health challenges, substance abuse challenges, those that are struggling with homelessness, who are underhoused, and are looking for an opportunity, a safe, welcoming space of belonging, where we can serve and be on their journey. This is about them. This is their discovery journey and their recovery journey. And we want to be the helping hand and the open heart and the welcoming living room. That's the kitchen. Which I heard pizza is served, not today. Sorry, guys. So just really enormously grateful for all of you. So grateful and humbled to be part of this extended family. So with that, we're happy to take any questions from any folks in the press. You can do that off stage as well. And I think we want to just organize tours. We have to probably go in smaller groups than this group, but we'll figure that all out. So, Dr. Ever, unless there's anything else, I think we're closed. How about I give you the final word? Oh, thank you. Yeah, well, thank you.
We don't call press conferences to say
But it was no nervous because we had no brand award at hosting. But I said, we're walking into our living room anyway. Because that's who we are. Okay, thank you, everybody. Enjoy the rest of your day. Thank you so much for being here.